Hello everyone, welcome back to the dungeon. Today we're going to try something different. And first of all, welcome back everyone on these hard days back into isolation, homeschooling, the horror of homeschooling. Yeah, it's making me cry right now. Today we're going to do something different because you can see this in my screen, and it wasn't supposed to be in my camera view, but this was the best spot I could put it. But as most of you know, I've built quite a few guitars now. But I finally convinced myself I need to tackle the one thing that I'm not good at, and that is the fact that I don't like wiring. I really do not like wiring. And why does everyone always start texting me when I start my videos? I've got my plywood SG right here, the one that we saw before. Turned out okay. It's the first guitar I've ever built from scratch, so I kind of like it. It's cool. But there's a lot of things wrong with it because, well, it was the first guitar I've built from scratch. Including the wiring. I intended some really intricate wiring with a coil split and a tone blender, and I cocked it up. And what we're going to do today is we're going to use the cheapest stuff we can find on the internet and stuff that I've got lying around. And from that stuff, we're going to build a wiring circuit reminiscent to a 50's. That's the idea. Side note, like I said, I'm not very good at wiring, and I'm going to do this on camera. So if I cock up, you can see me cock up. So let's get to it. So what are we going to use for this? This is going to be interesting because we've got. Well, I can put this on this. Yeah, that's better. Cloth wiring, the way it should be when it's in a 50's guitar. It's really stiff cloth wiring though, so you can just bend it. Other than that, we've got braided crowned wire with a lead inside, so cloth wire in between, and the outside it's going to be our crowned. And that's going to be interesting because I just realized that I never finished the ground on this guitar, so we might have to drill a hole for that. We'll make it work. And yeah, of course, we've got these bad boys, and they've got a a 0.022 microfarad
capacitor
resistance. Right, now before we're going to do this, we're going to have to braided wire this one. Oh, let me see, let me get that on camera. That's one. I have no idea how this normally should work. This is the first time I'm using this kind of wire, so it's going to be a surprise, I think, how that works. But apparently you have to debraid it, which is turning out to be a total pain in the ass.
A few moments later.
I could put this onto here and make this the ground. Oh, that wire's sharp too. Burnt my fingers. So yeah, there we go. Oh, absolutely right. Everything on camera looks fatter. Look at my fingers. Jeez. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. So we solder this to that. And for some reason, it's not getting hot. Oh, there we go. I say melted, melted, melted. There we go. Now, let's see. We need to take this one in the middle, because this is going to be where the switch is going to work. I forgot to take that part off. See if I can I'm not a lefty, so if I burn my fingers, do not laugh. Oh, don't burn those wires. Sorry, don't do that. That's not a good idea. Come on. Come on, I know you want to. Oh, this is hard, left-handed. Oh, for fuck's sake. Come on, go through the damn hole. There you go. Good boy. Okay, now here comes the tricky part. Because apparently, what I saw on the internet is I've got to wire this like that onto the pots. Like that. To ground them. And then I think I have to lead it all the way back to the pots. Or to the jack. Oh, that was rather smooth. There we go. That looks rather smart, if I say so myself. Okay, so now, what I've been reading about is that we have to clip it. Well, seems logical, of course. Let's see, we need a little bit more. Did I get through it? Yeah. Best pair of pliers I've ever had. Or clippers, to be honest, to be exact. So we're gonna have to remove the fiddly bit again.
One eternity later.
We'll have to go on there later on. So let's do that first. Oh, I've got the short bit again. Yeah, there we go. That's one. Normally I stick it through it, but today I'm feeling lazy. So I'm just gonna solder it onto there. So there we have it. So that's the lead and the ground going that way. So usually, oh, what's that? Windows Defender. Stupid. Shut up. I'm trying to film here. Come on, work with me. Usually, these lugs, I solder them directly to the pot. It's not pretty, but it's in there. That's going to be dangerously close to that. Oh, I don't think I heated this one with the other tip. There we go. Let's try that same trick again. There we go. It's not bad. It's not how I usually would do it, but it works. Trying to stay true to the original. Well, that works loads better over here. There we go. So these are all wired up now. So yeah, we've got the lugs all connected to the pots. With my shoddy soldering skills, because this is all not working as good as it should be, but hey, we're soldering. So we've got that hooked up, we've got this hooked up. All right, let's go and see if we can find the next step. So, but yeah, we need to get this capacitor and get this soldered on here, like that. Let's see if we can heat this shit up. Oop, oh, drop melts. Capacitor, Dirk. You got this. Oh man. Let's stick. Is it in? Still in. Yeah, here we go. So that should go all the way back here. I could route it underneath, but I'm a bit scared to do that right now because of the soldering didn't get all the heat in, and other than being bad at this, I'm also very lazy. So I'm not going to solder it twice. There we go. So that should be that. Now I'm guessing the same thing should go for the neck pickup, or the bridge pickup in this case. So this one needs to go to the lower lug. Let's see, I'll just clip it off a bit, with a bit more room. This is going to be fiddly. We need to pull this one back a little bit. Come over here, you bastard. So, alright. Oh crap, this is a bit short, a bit long, isn't it? Where did it go? Okay, we push this up. So yeah, we can clip that off later on. So we need to solder this to here. Oh, that was rather neat. Well, now we got that out of the way. I've moved to the bigger camera because I've got a bit of a mystery here. There's probably people out there who's going like, dude, what are you talking about? It's the easiest thing in the world. I got these really cool wooden pickups. I just dropped something, which would look really cool, especially with this guitar. I mean, it looks awesome. But the tiny problem with them is that they're Chinese, and the wiring on these is different, even for having the same pickups. The wiring is still different. So I'm actually guessing that this is the lead, and this is the ground, and these are the wires for coil splitting. And at this point, normally I would break out the multimeter and just see what I can do with it. But I'm not. I'm just going to solder it in and see how it works. So I'm really curious to see if my harness works the way I want it to. Because if it does, this is the easiest way I've done a harness. I'll put the link in the description from the guys that I used a YouTube video from them to do this. Because it's a really good video. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just wire this in. Oh, let me switch to the other camera again. Ooh, with flashy stuff. Oh, so this should go in there. I could do with a bit more soldering on there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, I had to switch cameras because my other camera gave out. This one actually does a better job than the other one, so I might use this one in the future. This one's really sharp. But we're going to have to get this wire onto the ground. I'm going to solder it right to the pot up here. Not because you should, but because it makes my life a whole lot easier. That's the main reason I'm doing it. So, to be fair to continuity, this is the next day, because as I told last time, I forgot to drill the hole to the tailpiece. I drilled the hole, put the wires in, so now it's grounded and all, and so far, it looks like I got a working guitar. It works. Great thing is, it sounds killer on the ridge pickup. So yeah, that works. The great thing about it is that the pots and everything work. So everything we did according to the manual, which looks like this when you're done, it actually works pretty well. Can we do this? Can I rest it like this? So what we did is we wired this, the lead and the ground to there, which is actually a really good solution because it's fast. We put in the capacitors from the central lug on that side to the top one on there, or if you're looking at the other way, the bottom one. Same goes for that one, and then you just wire the grounds onto the pots and you wire the leads to the top ones over there. It's that simple. I thought it would be really hard, but it's that simple. So that was the wiring harness. If you want me to do more content like this, please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in the dungeon.